I've not run since the last video that you'll see on my channel, in which I was testing the Wim Hof method and running and had some rather interesting results. That was on a particularly cold day, I think in March. So today is interesting because I've not run since then. I've done, I think, possibly 2 hill sessions in between, but otherwise I've been beset with injury. This morning I was informed by my wife that she has put my name down for a local 10K in a month's time. So this is an interesting test. And I must admit, although I'm fairly injury free, I was putting off getting back into running. So I kind of needed this jolt to get me back in. So this is going to be interesting. I'm just about to try my first run now. I've done a few simple yoga stretches as before in that last video. I'm about to do I'll do 1 round of Wim Hof breathing. I don't like to do it too much because of the hypoxia or hypoxic state at which you are forced into. But I just want to do it just to open up my lungs, see if that has any effect. I've also, again, you're going to think this is a bit silly. I've also stood on my head now for 2 minutes. My thinking behind that, by the way, is drain the legs of their blood and get a fresh supply of blood. I don't know whether this has any effect, but in my mind it does. And the only other thing that I've been doing as well is working on this positive state, i.e. I've been thinking about the feeling that I'm going to get at the end of the run, especially when I send a photo to my wife stating run complete, because I know I will be pleased. So it's getting that the mind working on the end goal, that positive state that I know I'm going to be in. So there we go. Wish me luck. Oh. Well, at least it was a run. I can't say this was as good as the last time, of which, if you've seen the other video, I very much was on a bit of a high after that run, after doing some Wim Hof exercises prior. This one, breathing-wise, was good. Legs were very heavy. I'm sure I adopted the old man shuffle, actually, up one hill. But I think the good thing is that was, 40 minutes, which was longer than I expected to run. I'm very glad I did it. And in fact, part of that is obviously that end goal that I mentioned in the beginning of this video, which is a really good technique actually for anything that you're about to endure or that might be a challenge. You get a picture in your mind of the end goal. So let's say you're doing a speech or presentation, something that you might be a little bit apprehensive about. You focus on the feeling that you're going to get at the end of the performance or speech. In other words, if you've got a big audience, when everybody's clapping, hopefully, or when you're walking off the stage, that feeling of relief, usually happiness, that high that you get following doing that event. So in my case, that was a case of me picturing in my mind the photo that I'm about to send to my wife to say, I've done it, I've done my first run. And you're almost sort of getting that, beyond just the picture in your mind, you're conjuring up the feelings. So you've got this kind of crystal clear image that you're working towards. And it's that you keep in your mind prior to doing and during, in my case, the event or performance.